And auspicious starters were here at Frazier Field for what normally would be a Northeastern Conference game, but it's Greater Boston League English against Northeastern Conference Gloucester. And that was Marshall, the second baseman, getting hit by the pitch. Ray Contreras on the mound for the Bulldogs. High and away for a ball. English having a very good year. They're 9-4. They've won 7 in a row. Gloucester is 8-6. Hit a mile in the air. Bonilla, the first baseman, makes the play for the first out. Going to be an adventure with balls hit up in the air because for the first time all year long, the sun is shining very brightly and it is really warm. It's in the 80s. We're lucky. We're in the press box and it's a little bit shaded. We're out of the sun. They get one. They get two. Nice turn in the middle by the second baseman, Gonzalez. So the hit batsman doesn't hurt as they turn a 6-4-3 double play. Contreras faces only 3 hitters in the inning. We found out today that what had a lot of people buzzing that St. Mary's will no longer be a part of the Walter Boverini basketball tournament, but they're going back in time to what they did when there were 5 schools involved in the Clancy tournament, one of them being North Reading, and each team would sit out a year. So there will be 4 teams in the tournament: English, Classical, Tech, St. Mary's, and KIP. They couldn't very well tell KIP, excuse me, we made a mistake, you're not in the tournament, after inviting them and putting them in. So KIP will stay in, and it will be 5 teams, and 1 team will sit out each year, which is what they did with the Clancy tournament many years ago. So they'll keep the name Boverini. I don't know if it's going to be Boverini Ron Bennett because they announced that the Boverini was going to be replaced by the Ronnie Bennett tournament. So I don't know if they'll call it the Boverini Bennett tournament. I haven't got that far yet, but I do know that now that there'll be 5 teams involved in the way the program will work. And I apologize up front. I only have the last names for Gloucester. That's all they gave me with the roster they sent up. And Elliott is the pitcher, and Hafey is the catcher. Gloucester's been up and down. They played a very good Beverly team and beat them 13-0. And the very next game, they played Marblehead and lost 8-0. So it's either a feast or a famine with Gloucester. English started out not too well, 2-4. But now they're all the way up to 9-4 with 7 straight wins. Esteban Paula doing an outstanding job with this English team. Not an easy assignment, especially now with the young people having so much to do. And that just starts with their phones, never mind everything else. High for a ball. Yodi Contreras, the shortstop, leads it off. In for a strike. Up and away for a ball. Contreras took a good look at that one. Yodi finishing up a great career here at English. He's had some great times at shortstop, at the plate, running the bases. He's been a force for the Bulldogs. He's a big part of this 7-game winning streak now. Well, Contreras draws a walk. He becomes the first base runner for English. Gloucester had a base runner, was wiped out in a double play. Gilmer Galva will be the hitter. He's the right fielder. In for a strike. English trying to make it 2 in a row here at Fraser Field on this early Saturday start. Tech won their first game against Salem Academy. The runner takes off. Now he stops. Looked like he was going. Got a running start and then just stopped and went back to first base. Contreras diving back. Not a lot of fans. Gloucester brought more fans than English did. Swing and a miss. English has 3 on their side. Gloucester has 14, so we can count 15. So 18 people here at this game. Strike 3 called. They catch Galva looking. One away. Eldrian Bonilla having a very good year. He's got some huge hits for the Bulldogs. He got a couple of big ones in the win over Glasgow. They lost to Glasgow the first time 2-1. He came back the other night, earlier in this week, and beat him. Curveball drops in for a strike. Contreras diving back again at first base. Solid shot, but he got out in front of it and pulled it foul. Strike 3 called. Brennan Falaska, the catcher. And Contreras just about to take another step off the bag, dives back on the throw over. Contreras looks like he's going. And he does. He takes off high and inside the throwdown, not in time. Got a big jump. Can almost see him being a little antsy at first base. Well, Contreras in scoring position for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the first inning. Hit foul out of play. Mateo Rodriguez on deck. Up and away for a ball. Way up and in. One of the reserves on the bench is chasing that foul ball that was hitting there Western Avenue. He's really taking it. By the time he gets to the ball and brings it back, the game might be over. He's very slow and deliberate. I don't think he wanted this assignment. That one's hit foul past third base. Hit in the air to center field. Starting back, now coming on a couple of steps. Center fielder makes the one-handed catch, Cornetta. So both teams get the leadoff hitter on. Both teams leave him. Actually, the leadoff hitter for Gloucester was wiped out in a double play. So we played an inning, and we're right back where we started. Nothing gained by either team. English nothing, Gloucester nothing at the end of one. 4, 5, and 6 for Gloucester as we start the second inning. Haffey, the catcher, will lead it off. And again, I apologize, they only have last names. Ray Contreras starting his second inning, and the first pitch is fouled up over everything. And the young man that just retrieved the foul ball is just bringing it back, and there's a foul ball, but somebody else is going to go get that one. Down and in for a ball. Down and away for a ball. Hit the center field, drifting back, settling in, over the shoulder, the one-handed catch by Chris Figueiredo Perez. That was hit a ton. He kept drifting back and finally reached over his shoulder and made the one-handed catch. Very well hit by Haffey, but Perez takes it away. Cornetta, the center fielder, will be the hitter. Down and away for a ball. Rare Saturday doubleheader. Tech played at 10 o'clock. We haven't had one of those in a while. Low for a ball, 2-0. High for a ball, 3-0. In for a strike. Cornetta will still be fussy with this one. The count his way. And that's ball 4. Second base runner. First one came with no outs, was thrown out stealing. This one comes with 1 out. And Rapchuk, the designated hitter, receiving for the first baseman, Orlando, is the hitter. And Gloucester looked like they might be going. Cornetta was dancing a little bit leaning. Over but low. Goings on at Manning, I believe they told me it's a Special Olympics event. It's a mob of people running around the park. Nice stop by Velasco to pitch down and in. What a chain of events. The difference in most of the year we were wearing 3 or 4 layers of clothes. I did games with wearing gloves. It was so cold and the wind was blowing so hard. And now there's a little bit of a breeze, but it's 80 degrees and everybody's wearing short sleeves and shorts. In for a strike. So after you get the first out on a long shot to center field, walk the next batter, and he's behind Rapchuk. And that's ball 4, so back-to-back walks. Put 2 on for Gloucester, and Francis, the right fielder, will be the hitter. Missing for a ball. Kachuras not missing by much, but just enough to put 2 on and hit a batter in the first inning. Missing again. That one drops in for a strike. High for a ball. He falls behind again. Trying to keep the runner close. They don't throw it. They force the runner back to second base. Pitching for ball 4. So 3 consecutive walks have loaded the bases, and it brings the trip out to the mound. Elliott, the pitcher here, can certainly help himself. We're in the top of the second, no score. This is Greater Boston League English against Northeastern Conference Gloucester. Short trip. It's just been off slightly, but just enough to help Gloucester out. So it's pitcher against pitcher. Missing down and in. That one's in for a strike, 1-1. So very big at bat early in the game for both teams. Down and away for a ball. In for a strike. He backed away, but it was on the inside corner. Just got a piece, stayed alive, fouling it to the backstop. So a shot to center field started the inning. Perez making a nice running catch, and then back-to-back-to-back walks. Strike 3 called on the corner. That's a big out. So the first strikeout for Ray Contreras is a big one. And Moore, the left fielder, is the hitter. And he hits it foul. Hit in the air. Contreras, the shortstop, all the way out at the left field, takes it away from the left fielder. Nice running, great running catch by Contreras for the third out. And Esteban Paula, along with his pitcher, Ray Contreras, breathes a big sigh of relief. 3 straight walks, loaded the bases, but he gets a big strikeout in the pop-up to get out of it. And it'll stay 0-0 going into the bottom of the second inning as they wipe their brow a little bit over in the English dugout. I didn't do it before. I'll do it now. The batting order for English. Yordi Contreras, the shortstop, leads off. Gilmore Galva, the right fielder, bats second. First baseman Eldrian Bonilla hits number 3. Catching and batting fourth, Brendan Velasca. The left fielder, Mateo Rodriguez, hits number 5. Batting 6th is Kenry Manzanillo. DHing and batting 7th, hitting for the pitcher, Ray Contreras, Jason Figueroa. Evan Gonzalez, the second baseman, hits number 8. And the center fielder, Chris Figueroa Perez, hits number 9. So Elliott will start his second inning of work. He and the fans here from Gloucester were hoping they were going to have a lead after those 3 straight walks. But English gets out of it. Mateo Rodriguez, the left fielder, will be the hitter. 5, 6, and 7 for the Bulldogs. Against the Fishermen from Gloucester. I haven't said that in a long time. Because I haven't done Gloucester games in a long time. We used to do them all. Football, baseball, basketball. Now they don't play except once in a blue moon. In a non-scheduled, a non-league game. Quickly 2 strikes to the Bulldog left fielder. Wide for a ball. Off-speed curveball breaks right on the inside corner. Perfect pitch from Elliott. Third strikeout for Elliott. Kenry Manzanillo, the third baseman, is the hitter. Hits it foul to the backstop. The game at 10 o'clock this morning with Teka was strange, looking over at Manning Field, seeing nobody there, and seeing the Manning Field parking lot completely empty. It's filled up a little bit now with that Special Olympic event. Congratulations to those people for the great job they do. On the corner for strike 3. So he's got 2 strikeouts in each of the first 2 innings. Jason Figueroa, DHing for the pitcher. Contreras is the hitter. Hit sharply, but right at the second baseman. Marshall makes the play. Over to Orlando, a quick 1-2-3 inning. Elliott, after walking the first batter, has retired 6 in a row. We finished 2. Still nothing to choose between these 2 teams. 0-0, English and Gloucester at the end of 2. Top of the order for Gloucester. Marshall got hit by a pitch. Swings through the first pitch for strike 1. Down and away for a ball. I told you this puffy white clouds, blue sky, 80 degrees. I'm sitting up in the press box dying, and my crew saved me. They brought me water. What would I do without my crew? Thought about it, held up, it was low for a ball. Hit in the air to center field. Coming in, now going back. He misplayed it. It's over his head. In with a stand-up double. It looked like an easy play. He started to come in on the ball. All of a sudden, whoops, I got to go get it. And the first hit of the game is a leadoff double by Marshall to start the 3rd inning. And that looked like the first out. He just couple of easy steps coming to the ball, and all of a sudden, whoa, run back. I got to go back and get the ball. Yeah, we're going to have warm-up action down in the bullpen for the Dogs. Step back trying to push that bunt. Almost looked like he was bunting for a hit rather than a sacrifice. He was genuflecting in the box, bouncing, leaning back towards the English dugout, trying to push it forward. It pulls Benier in at first base. Did they tag him? They missed the tag. They had him picked off, and they missed the tag. He went around the tag. They had him dead to rights. And somehow, so Marshall has got 9 lives. He had the hit to center that should have been caught that turned into a double. Now he gets picked off, but he gets back because they missed the tag. They get the bunt down, nobody covering first. And it winds up a base hit. So 1st and 3rd for Gloucester. The water that my crew brought me back, it says smart water. I hope it works. I need all the help I can get. So all of a sudden, they throw him out at second base. The runner at third didn't go. Velasco almost from his knees threw a strike to Contreras. So everything was going Gloucester's way. They still have a runner at third. with one out now as they throw the runner out. But a hit that should have been caught, a bunt with nobody covering first, turned into a hit. In for a strike. Good curveball. Oliver, who bounced into a 6-4-3. Double play. Didn't like that call for the strike before that. Hit over the third baseman's head, base hit. Gloucester will get the run and take the lead. It goes right through the wickets in left field. And the hitter is going to wind up at second base. So the wheel kind of coming off the wagon here for English. The error and the misplay, fly ball into a double, starting the inning. Down and in for a ball. Hayfie, the catcher, hit it well, but the center fielder Perez tracked it down over the shoulder and left center to take it away. So he's 0 for 1. Slices it foul off to the right side, down on that grassy knoll. Looked like he almost tried to take something off. A little out of sync. Just started high and stayed high. Low, nice stop by the catcher, Falaska. On the inside corner for a strike. The Gloucester players are not chasing the foul balls off to the right side, so English players have to go that long stretch all the way across. Hit in the air to right field. Catch is made. Runner started the tag up and then held. Galva made the play out there for the second out. Cornetta, the center fielder, drew a walk. He was he drew the first of 3 consecutive walks in the second inning. Gloucester left the bases loaded. Takes the pitch high for a ball. A few more English fans have showed up to kind of balance the budget. Missing inside, 2-0. Jammed him inside. I don't think he wanted to swing at that. He was committed and he went through with it. Tried to hold up and couldn't. Bounced that one. Another nice stop by Falaska. Slicing it foul. Terrors. He just takes one. It's just starting to get back to the dugout. They hit 2 more to right field. He said, I'm not going to get those. Send somebody else. Just got a piece and fouled it back and stays alive. Hanging around. Cornetta, very good at bat. He's fouled off a ton. He's got the English reserves chasing foul balls all over the place. And he draws a walk. That's an excellent at bat by Cornetta. His second walk. And it brings up Rapchuk, the DH, hitting for the first baseman Orlando. He drew a walk. Hit foul. Up and away for a ball. They throw it down to second. Plus, he's got that arm and a half. He can throw it from a sitting position and get it on the bag at second. In for a strike. Contreras wanted that one. Just missed inside. High for a ball. Ray Contreras, he works very quickly. They step off trying to keep the runner close at second base. That one bounced, and it's ball four. So the walk loads the bases again. Second straight inning, they've had the bases loaded. This time with 2 outs. The last time was with 1 out. Francis, the right fielder, drew a walk his first time. In for a strike. He walked 3 in a row. Cornetta, Rapchuk, and Francis in the second inning. He's walked Cornetta and Rapchuk again, back to back. Hit foul to the third base coach. 0-2 the count. Gloucester was hoping he'd walk 3 in a row again. It would be a run. Hit foul to the backstop. Nice stop by Falaska. That keeps the runners where they are. First, second, and third. Swing and a miss. He gets the strikeout. So again, they breathe a little sigh of relief. As the strikeout ends the inning, Gloucester, for the second time, leaves the bases loaded. They send 7 to the plate. They get the first run. That double that should have been caught in center field, they wound up scoring on the base hit by Oliver. So they had 2 hits, an outfield error, and 2 walks, and Gloucester only gets 1 run. The first 2 hits of the game go to Gloucester. And Elliott on the mound will now start an inning with a lead as he pitches his 3rd inning. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Bulldogs, as they can thank whoever for that they're only down 1-0. Bases loaded in the 2nd inning, bases loaded in the 3rd inning. Gloucester only gets 1. So if you rest the man Paulie, you tell your team, hey, if we didn't score a run, we weren't going to win anyway. So right now we only need 1 to get back in it. Nevin Gonzalez, Chris Figueroa, Perez, back to the top of the order, Yordi Contreras. Elliott walked Contreras to lead the 1st inning. He's retired the next 6. 4 of them, all 4 of them, called 3rd strikes. So Gonzalez will look to get it started. Waves at that high pitch. Down the way goes to the backstop. So that Special Olympics event over at Manning Field. And again, tip of the hat, congratulations to those people for what they do. Waves at that pitch, 1-2. Hit foul back. Hear that loud noise banging in the seats. Hit in the air a long way to the left field, but he got out in front and pulled it foul all the way down the bullpen area. They fixed the backstop. It used to be sagging and dropping, but they didn't put the top across. So any foul balls can come right up into the seats and hopefully not, but could come right back here in the press box. Almost pulled the trick on a pitch that broke down in the way. On the inside corner for strike 3, it just lazily dropped in. 5 strikeouts for Elliott, all have been called. Chris Figueroa, Perez, the center fielder, is the hitter. Up and away for a ball. Way wide to the backstop, 2-0. In for a strike. Hit high in the air, long run. Third baseman getting there, and he makes the play. Great hustle by Oliver. Ran almost to the English dugout to track that one down. So 2 up, 2 down for Yordi Contreras, who's the only base runner. He drew a walk leading off the first inning. High for a ball. And drop low for a ball. That's hit the left field. Hit Charlotte shot. Left field only had to take a step or two to his right. Moore makes the play. Solid shot by Contreras. But another 1-2-3 inning. So after walking the first batter in the first inning, Elliott has retired 9 in a row, 5 of them by strikeouts. At the end of 3, it's still a skinny 1-0 lead for Gloucester over English. Alex McMillan will be the new pitcher for the Bulldogs. So Contreras goes 3, gives up the 1 run. It was earned. Gave up only 2 base hits, but the 2 hits came in the third inning, the double and the single for the run. He walked 5 and hit a batter. None of the walks hurt, strangely enough. There's a pitch that your life flashes in front of you. That's the pitcher, Elliott, almost falling down to get out of the way of that one. Right, head high, went to the backstop. Auspicious start for McMillan. High and tight for ball 2. This will be our first time seeing McMillan on the mound. I don't know if he pitched any games when they were on the road. High for ball 3. On 4 pitches, Elliott draws a walk. Coach wants to talk to his hitter. Moore, the left fielder, pops up to the shortstop. That was an excellent running catch by Contreras out in left field, making catching the pop up for the third out, and out came with the bases loaded. Wide for a ball. Diving back at first is Elliott. Tried to bunt, missed it. They almost had him. They almost had him. If Bernier was one step back, he could have got that tag down. He had to catch the ball and then reach behind him to make the tag, and that allowed Elliott to get back. Good try by Falaska, the catcher. They throw it down again. Just getting back again. Alaska doesn't mind throwing the ball around anywhere. Pops it up. They make the play, and they throw it away. They had a double play. Now it bounced loose again. They had him, right fielder made a good throw, but it bounced away. They had him dead to rights at first base. I didn't think he was going to be able to go to second because he went head first back in the second, but it bounced down far enough, and then they made the strong throw, and they just got safe at second base. In for a strike. So he didn't sacrifice, but it worked the same. Even though he popped the bunt up and he's out, it winds up with the runner going to second base. So by hook or by crook, they get the runner to second base. Center fielder Perez does a nice job getting a jump, getting over the left center field and making the play. That was Marshall. Marshall got hit by a pitch and doubled. He was on base twice, and he scored the one run. That double that went to center field, it was actually misplayed. Charging and then having to go back. Costanzo is the hitter. He's popped to first and singled. This was the play where he bunted out in front of the plate, and they had plenty of time, but nobody covered first, and they couldn't get the runner at third. That's going to be a base hit, and that's going to bring the run in. Bonilla cuts the throw off. So a big two-out hit. He's got his second hit, Costanzo. So that error cost them. They had the double play. They were out of the inning. Instead, the runner winds up at second base. Bad enough he got back to first, but then he wound up at second, and he scores on the base hit. Swing and a miss. He chased the high pitch. Out at first base, they pick him off. Nice job by Velasco and Bonilla. But the damage is done. We're halfway through the ball game, and that big error, the bunt popped up. They had a lot of time to throw the ball to first. They hurried it and threw it away, and wound up pushing the runner over to second base. And by doing that, he's able to score on the base hit. So the leadoff walk hurts. The error hurts even more. And Gloucester expands their lead now to 2-0. Halfway through the ball game. And it will be 2, 3, and 4 for English as they try to make a comeback, trying to keep that winning streak alive. They've won 7 in a row. And this would be, if 8 in a row would be big because it would officially get them into the state tournament. I think they're going to make it anyway, but they'd like to do it as early as they can and keep the winning streak going. The problem is they're going to get hurt because they're in the GBL league. The tournament used to be the records, you make it, you win half your games, you're in the tournament, and they would seed you by the record, and then they would play the tournament. Now that's no more since they went statewide. The first thing is schedule. Who did you play in? Second is what league did you play in? Then thirdly comes your record. You can qualify winning 50%. But you can also qualify and finish like 45th, like I think Lynn Glasgow baseball team in the GBL league. They're 11-3. I think there's something like 45th, which means they would have to play 2 preliminary games just to get into the top 16. Galvo, the right fielder, will lead off. He was called out on strikes his first time. Gets the bunt down. They're going to have to hurry. If they don't get him, he beat it. He can fly. So he beats the bunt. And Adrian Bonilla, who was called out on strikes his first time. It was funny, just before he was called out, he hit a shot just foul past third base. And then he, next pitch, out, called third strike. Everybody charging. I'm not sure why. This makes Bonilla a much better hitter because he's not going to bunt. They give him a lot of room to hit the ball. They backed off the ball in the turf. They didn't charge that time. The runner takes off. Hit foul. Up in the seats, as you could hear that little ping or bang off the aluminum chairs, seats. Galvo was just about to take another step, and they threw it over quick. He just got back. He can fly. He dives back this time. Coach is talking to Esteban Paul is talking to the first base umpire for some reason. I don't know if he thinks that he might be balking or whatever the conversation. It's over. And usually the coach will coach third, especially if you're in the third base dugout. But Esteban Paula chooses to coach first. Down and away for a ball. Creeping on first base and taking off. Swung on a miss. The throw is high. In with a stolen base. So a runner at second with nobody out. Dropped over the pitcher's head. They're going to have to hurry. They make the throw on Bonilla. Nice job by the shortstop, Costanzo. I think it's just their first run at the third base. He's only the second runner. That bunt single. Elliott had retired 9 in a row before that bunt single by Galva. Now Galva's at third base. Velasquez hit a fly ball to center field. He wants a base hit, but he'll settle for the fly ball to get the run home. In for a strike. Tough days for the catchers here behind home plate with all that gear on with the heat. We haven't said that in a long time. Yeah, Velasquez thought he held up. Umpire said no. He committed. The ball broke down the way, but he swung through. So it's 0-2. They shortened up a little bit in the infield for Gloucester. Missing wide for a ball. He should like to get this run in, eat into that 2-0 lead. That one bounces, goes by the catcher. It bounced right out in front of home plate. And it bounced up into the seats. So the wild pitch will bring the run home. English cuts the lead to 2-1. That one bounced about 2 feet in front of home plate. Just bounced right over the catcher's head. That's a major league wild pitch. There's another one. Hits it solid, but right at the shortstop. Another nice play by Costanzo. So he hit it well. But you hit it well, you got to find a spot. And you hit it right at the shortstop. So 2 away. Mateo Rodriguez was called out on strikes. That one bounces to the backstop. Hafey, the catcher, is getting a workout in this inning. And that brings the trip out to the mound. I guess Esteban Paul is to talk to his hitter. Back to baseball. Hit to left field. Long run for the left field. He started back, comes on, going toward the foul line. Rodriguez hit it well. The left fielder Moore tracked it down. So that wild pitch, the bunt by Galva, stole a base, ground ball. The wild pitch gets English back in the game as they now trail it 2-1. They get their first hit of the game. So we finished 4 here at Frazier Field in this interleague battle. Gloucester 2, Lynn English 1. 3-4-5 for Gloucester as we start the 5th inning. Oliver, the third baseman, was up at bat when he picked the runner off at first base. So he'll get back in the box and start the 5th inning. He is grounded into a 6-4-3 double play and singled in a run. Knocked in the first run with the RBI single in the 3rd inning. Solid shot to left field for a base hit. Four of the 5 innings, Gloucester's put the leadoff hitter on base. Hafey hit a shot to center field that was tracked down by Perez. Last time up, he flied out to right field. The runner takes off. The throw down. Out at second base, another great throw by Velasquez, the tag by Contreras. Looked like he got a great jump and was going to easily get in there. And Velasquez cut him down. What a great throw. Up and away for a ball. Up and away for a ball. And we're going to get more warm-up action as they start to go out to the bullpen. Inside out, he jammed him right in on the hands, and he hit it right to the second baseman. Right in on the fist. Good pitch by McMillan. 2 up, 2 down. Six walks in the game issued by English pitching. 5 of them have accumulated with these. He beat it. Great try by Contreras. He had to go almost to the outfield grass to try and throw him out. Canetta had walked twice. Now he's got a base hit, but 5 of the 6 walks were accumulated by Cornetta, who just got a base hit. These 3 hitters, Cornetta, Rapchuk, and Francis, they had 3 consecutive walks in the second, 2 consecutive walks in the third. In for a strike. Rapchuk has walked twice. Cornetta, who got the infield hit, has walked twice. Hit in the air to right field. Coming in now, drifting back. Right fielder Galva makes the play. So they get 2 hits in the inning. One is thrown out, trying to steal. The other one comes with 2 outs. So Gloucester's down in the 5th. They're out hitting English 5-1, but they're only leading English 2-1. English will have 6, 7, and 8 to hit in the bottom of the 5th inning. Gloucester got that run in the 3rd. The line shot to center field. That when they started to come in on the ball, and then realized it looked like an easy play right where we were standing. Came in too far, went over his head for a double, and then a big hit by Oliver knocked in the run. Second one they got, they had a walk. They tried to bunt. They popped it up. They caught the pop at third base. They had the runner way off the bag at first for an easy double play, and he threw the ball away, and he wound up at second. And then the big 2-out hit by Costanzo knocked in the runs, the difference in the game. English got their run. Galva manufactured. He got a bunt single, stole second, went to third in a ground ball, scored on the wild pitch. He's got the only hit. That bunt is the only hit. In for a strike. Manzanillo, Kenry has been called out on strikes. Swing and a miss. The 4th inning is the only inning that Elliott didn't get a strikeout. He had retired after walking the leadoff batter. He retired 9 in a row before he gave up that bunt to Galva. Then he retired the next 3. So he's retired 12 out of 13. Chased that pitch that was way down in the dirt on the turf. Gets thrown out at first by the catcher, Hafey. Takes the pitch for a strike. This is Jason Figueroa, the DH. Gets the bunt down. They're going to have to hurry. Nice play by the third baseman. Oliver did a great job. Perfect bunt and perfect defense. The defense wins that one. Outstanding play by the third baseman. A good throw. and they throw Figueroa out. Nevin Gonzalez is the hitter. He was called out on strikes. Hit up in the seats. Hit foul again. Victor, they threw it back. They threw it back. The ball. Another nice play by the shortstop, Costanzo. The infield playing very well. So Elliott walked the first batter, retired 9 in a row. The bunt single by Galva broke that. Now he's retired 6 in a row. So he's retired 15 out of 16 and 15 out of 17. We completed 5. It's still Gloucester on top, 2-1 over the Bulldogs of English. Bottom 3 in the order for Gloucester. Francis, Elliott, Moore. Francis has walked, struck out swinging. Couple of tough plays by the English defense has cost him. Elliott has been almost untouchable on the mound for Gloucester. Way high for a ball. Chop foul to the English dugout. Nice play by the coach. Alex McMillan starting his 3rd inning of work. Off to catch his glove for a ball very high. Wide for a ball. Hit foul to the backstop. Payoff pitch up and coming from McMillan. Hit in the air to right field. Long run for the right fielder. Galva does a nice job reaching out with the glove, making the running catch. So Francis goes the other way with it. Galva tracks it down. 1 out in the 6th. Elliott, the pitcher. He's the difference in the game, not only on the mound, but on the base pass. He struck out the first time. He drew the big walk leading off the 4th. And he was the runner that was off the base on first base. That would have been a double play, and they wouldn't have scored any inning. But they threw it away. And then he scored on the 2-out hit by Costanzo. So he's keeping English virtually off the board. Contreras stops it from going in the outfield, but he can't stop it from being a base hit in the infield. Well, Elliott's on for the second time. Moore, the left fielder, popped a shot, and he was the guy that tried a bunt and popped it to the third baseman. Should have been a double play, but they threw it away. And that, right now, that's the difference in the game. Easily back at first is Elliott. One out, one on. Gloucester leading by one. Swing and a miss. On the corner for a strike. Good pitch by McMillan. Just got a piece, reached for that one. Almost like a last minute swing. Fouls it back. Hit in the air. Right fielder again. Now it's the center fielder coming over to right center field. I watched Galva going to get it, but it's Perez coming over to right center field, covering a lot of ground, making the play. So two-way for the top of the order. Marshall got hit by a pitch, doubled and scored the first run, flied out to center field. He's the second baseman. Hit in the air, the center fielder, Perez, over the left center field. He drifted to right center for one. He drifts to left center for the other one. He makes two plays in the inning. But it's getting late in the day for the Bulldogs. We're in the sixth inning. They need a run to stay alive. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Dogs, with their 7-game winning streak on the line. Elliott has been, I said, almost virtually untouchable. He walked Contreras to lead the first inning, retired the next 9, gave up the bunt single to Galva that turned into him coming around scoring the one run they have, but then he retired 6 in a row. So he's retired 15 of the last 16, 15 of 17 total for 5 innings of play. And the base hit is just that little bunt single. So Chris Figueroa, Perez, the center fielder, will look to get on to try and get it started for the Bulldogs. They'd love to get 2 here going in the 7th inning. Obviously, they'd love to get 1 to tie it up, but they'd love to get 2 and take a lead into the 7th inning. Hit in the left field for a base hit. Perez jumped on the first pitch, and English has a tying run at first. Cody Contreras has walked and hit a line shot right to the left fielder. He's hit it right on the nose, but hit it right to the left fielder. He also made a great running catch out in medium left field, not short left field, medium left field, running away from home plate for the third out with the bases loaded in the second inning. They throw it over, trying to hold the runner. English has been running. The two hitters that got on, Contreras and Galva, both stole second base. They almost got him. He was just about to take another step, and they threw it over, and they just barely got him. I'm not sure what the umpire is doing now. He walked over and kicked. There's no dirt there. He just kind of kicked the turf. I don't know what that was all about. That was almost a pickoff at first. Hit foul back up in the seats. Another throw over. Perez diving back. Short lead at first. Doesn't look like they're going. That one bounces. Takes a wide turn in second, so the wild pitch puts the runner in scoring position with nobody out. Contreras would love to get a base hit here. Swing and a miss. Last time he squared the bunt, and he took it, and it went to the backstop. So now he can swing away. Took a long look at that pitch as it bounced down and away. Low again, he did a little hop, skip, and a jump watching that one. Hit to deep short. They don't have a play. Contreras will reach, the runner goes to third. Costanzo made a great play to go deep in the hole. He turned, the third baseman wasn't there. I think the third baseman thought the ball was going into the outfield. So first and third, let's see what they do if Contreras tries to steal second base. The tying run at third with nobody out. Galva had the only hit until Contreras just got the base hit. Swing and a miss. They throw the ball, they cut it off. They let it go. They might have had the runner at second. So they had one hit coming in. They got two hits now. Two of the three hits are infield hits. Lost brings their infield in. Missing wide for a ball. Galva struck out. He had the only hit coming into this inning. He bunted and scored the one run. Now he's got a chance to get English right back in the game. And a base hit would give him probably a lead. On the corner for a strike. I said they'd love to get one and tie it, but they'd be ecstatic to get two and take a lead, and they've got second and third with a chance to do just that. Hit, foul. Everybody got excited. He hit it well. Just get out in front and pulled it foul. Adrian Bonilla, the on-deck hitter. Strike three call. Good pitch by Elliott on the corner. Seven strikeouts for Elliott. Adrian Bonilla's got some big hits for English this year. He'd like to get another one right now. It was called on a strike and grounded a short. Swings and misses. So the game on the line right here for both teams. Gets a piece, fouls it back, quickly two strikes. Brendan Falaska, the catcher, on deck. It's at foul. Off to the right side. The pitch to Bonilla. Wide for a ball. Just got a piece and fouled it off the catcher. Looked like Elliott pulled the string on that one. Big moment in the game, 2-1 Gloucester. Second and third English, one out here in the bottom of the sixth. Chases the pitch for strike three. Two big strikeouts for Elliott. And they leave it up to Brendan Falaska, the catcher. He's hit the ball hard twice, lined to center field, and hit it hard right to the shortstop. They might be talking about, should we put Falaska on base? Have a force at any base? Because the run is not that meaningful right now. The big runs are the second and third. And Falaska's not a bad hitter. He's hit it hard twice. They drop back now, the infield. They're not pulled in. He should like another one of those wild pitches. High for a ball. A little off-speed pitch. Down and away for a ball. 2-0. Started to pull the trigger, held up, it was on the inside corner for a strike. He wouldn't have been able to do anything with that. That was right in on the fist. Wide for ball three. Swings through the pitch, little off-speed pitch out in front. And we got a full count. So here we go, 3-2, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Strike three, they're going to have to throw him out. So Elliott gives up the 2 hits. He strikes out the side. They had second and third with nobody out, with a chance to tie it or win it, or go ahead, I should say. And Elliott comes up big again. He retires 3 in a row on strikeouts. English is down in the 6th, and that's going to take a little wind out of their sails as they now have 1 inning left. They trail Gloucester 2-1 at the end of 6. 2, 3, and 4 for Gloucester as we start the 7th inning. Costanzo is the difference in the game. He got a big 2-out hit in the 4th inning, knocking in the 2nd run. And he takes center stage with Elliott, the pitcher, who just came up as big as you could come up. 2nd and 3rd, no outs. Strikes out the side. Holding on to that 2-1 lead. In for a strike. He singled twice. The second one got the RBI. He popped to the first baseman his first at bat. Way inside for ball 4. So he's on for the 3rd time. And I'll bring up Oliver, the third baseman. He's played very well at third. He's made a couple of nice plays. He grounded into a 6-4-3 double play, singled in the first run, singled, and then was thrown out trying to steal second base. So he's got a couple of hits. Bunt down the first base line. Nice job by McMillan making the play. Runner going to second, almost took too wide a turn. So the sacrifice moves the runner over to second. Hafey, the catcher, has hit it on the nose to center field. Perez making a nice catch over the shoulder, taking extra bases away. Fly to right, grounded to second. Wide for a ball. McMillan starting his 4th inning. Hit to left, drifting back, way back. Had it off the glove and dropped it. And now they throw it away again. Hafey winds up at third. The error and the error. 2 errors on the play. Drifting back, he reached up, had it, and dropped it. They have the squeeze on, and it works. It'll be a base hit. And now they lose it, and he's going to wind up at second base. So the wheel really coming off the wagon here. They got 4 runs. 2 of them were walks that scored. And defense has been a problem in this inning. The walk, the sacrifice, the hit to left field, drifting back, making the catch, but dropping the ball for the error, and then throwing the ball away, allowing the runner, the hitter, to go to third after the run scored. Then they bunt the ball down the first base line. They missed. He avoids the tag, and they throw it away, and he winds up at second base. So Gloucester putting English in a huge hole with only 3 outs left in the game for the Bulldogs. Rapchuk has walked twice, fly to right. That bunt by Cornetta, he had walked twice, singled, and singled. He was on base 4 times. Second, third, and fourth hitters have been the difference. High and tight for a ball. Second hitter Costanzo's on base 3 times. Oliver, the third hitter, has been on base twice with a sacrifice. Chop to third. They're going to have to hurry. Nice job by the third baseman, Manzanillo. Cornetta moves over to third. Hit foul. Francis has walked, struck out, and fly to right. Swing and a miss, in on the hands. Hit off the pitcher. That'll be a base hit. And Gloucester putting the metal to the pedal here. And what a turn of events. English second and third, nobody out. They don't score. Gloucester comes up, and English helps them to 3 runs. Wide for a ball. Left fielder again, way over the left fielder's head, all the way to the fence. Another run scores. Elliott, the pitcher, helps himself with an RBI double. Scoring from first is Francis. Four runs in the inning have blown this open. So a 2-1 game now becomes 6-1. Swing and a miss. Moore is the 8th hitter in the inning. He has popped the shot, popped to third, flied to center. Popped up. Nice job by the third baseman, Manzanillo. Tracks it down, so Gloucester sends 8 to the plate. Half of them score. So after English threatened to tie it or take the lead, they don't score. Elliott strikes out the side. Gloucester comes back. The walk hurt. A couple of errors. 3 hits in the inning. And all of a sudden, it's a 6-1 game with 3 outs left here in the 7th inning. English's last shot, 5, 6, and 7, and they need a big inning. Gloucester's opened up a cushion for Elliott on the mound. He's been outstanding. Hit foul. Mateo Rodriguez has been called on the strikes and fly to left. In for a strike. 0-2. Down and away for a ball. Curveball drops in. Perfect pitch. Four in a row struck out by Elliott. Down and away for a ball. Henry Manzanillo struck out and struck out. Had to be thrown out at first base. Swing and a miss. High and tight for a ball. So every time he gives up a base runner, he goes on a binge, getting people out. Hit the center field, right at the center field. It drifts a couple of steps to his left. He gave up a walk, he retired 9 in a row. He gave up a base hit, he retired 6 in a row. He gave up 2 base hits in the 6th, and now he's retired 5 in a row. So 9 in a row, 6 in a row, 5 in a row. In for a strike to Jason Figueroa. He's grounded out to second, grounded out to third. Popped up, second baseman will make the play, and that's going to do it. So what a performance by Elliott, as I mentioned. A walk, he retired 9 in a row. A hit, he retired 6 in a row. A hit, 2 hits, he retires 6 in a row. He struck out the side with the tying run and the go-ahead run at second and third. And English's 7-game winning streak is by the boards as they lose it 6-2. It was a game 2-1 going into the bottom of the 6th. Gloucester blew it open with 4 in the 7th. Gloucester got a run in the 3rd. A double probably should have been caught, but it went over the center fielder's head. A 2-out hit. A 1-out hit by Oliver knocked in the run, made it 1-0. They made it 2-0 on a walk. The pop-up on the bunt, they had the ball runner picked off at first base for an easy double play. They threw it away, and a 2-out hit made them pay because they got the 2-out hit, knocked in the run, made it 2-1. Costanzo getting the hit, made it 2-1. English got on the board, a perfect bunt by Galva stole second, went to third on a ground ball, scored on a wild pitch, and that was it for English. They got the first two on in the sixth. A walk, a wild pitch, an infield hit, a stolen base, second, third, nobody out. Elliott struck out the side, the last two swinging. And then Gloucester went to work. A walk, a sacrifice, a ball dropped in the outfield for an error. The runner scoring from second base. The runner, when they threw the ball home, they threw it away. The runner went to third. An RBI hit by Cornetta. Knocked in a run. An RBI by Francis, knocked in a run. A double by Elliott, the pitcher, knocked in another run. And it was 6-2, and that was the final score. For English, Contreras had a walk and a single. Galva had a base hit, scored the one run. And Perez had a base hit, and that was it. They only had 4 base runners, 3 hits, and a walk. So Elliott gives up the one run, 3 hits, walked 1, struck out 10. For Gloucester, Marshall had a double, scored a run. Costanzo had 2 hits, a walk, scored 1, knocked in 1. Oliver had 2 hits with a sacrifice, knocked in a run. Hafey reached on an error, scored a run. Cornetta was perfect, 2 walks, 2 hits, scored a run, knocked in a run. Rapchuk walked twice. Francis had a walk, a single, knocked in a run, scored a run. Elliott, the pitcher, on top of being outstanding on the mound, had a walk, a single, a double, scored a run, knocked in a run. And everybody getting involved for Gloucester. Gloucester will go to 9-6. English will drop to 9-5. And English's 7-game win streak goes by the boards as Gloucester breaks it open, leading 3-1. English had 2-1. English had the tying run at third, go-ahead run at second, nobody out. And Elliott, the pitcher, who had an outstanding performance on the mound, strikes out the side, and English goes out easily 6 in a row to end the game. As I said, he retired 9 in a row at one point, 6 in a row at one point, and 6 in a row to end the game. Outstanding performance by Elliott, and Gloucester wins it by a score of 6-2 over the Bulldogs. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.